Hey everybody! Today I'm reacting to Am I the Asshole stories that will leave you speechless.
Let's go!
So, first up, all from the subreddit Am I the Asshole, of course. Am I the asshole for sending my coworker into an anaphylactic shock? I'm at a loss here, guys. Realistically, I know I'm in the clear. Legally, I'm in the clear. But I'm being vilified by my coworkers and I'm genuinely considering quitting my job because of this mess.
I'm out of here.
So, I work at a pretty standard day job, and at night I help my friend at her restaurant, which serves an assortment of Thai cuisine. To be honest, I am insanely picky, but I fell in love with this peanut sauce the main chef makes, and he showed me how to make it. I have a feeling where this might go. About once a week, I take it on either noodle or stir fry for my day job for lunch. People know this, and a handful have tried it. It smells nutty, it tastes nutty. It's white girl pad thai, basically. My guess is that someone stole his lunch or tried it and didn't tell it wasn't allergic or something, but let's see. Lately, my lunches have been disappearing. Or I'll open my lunchbox to find half of my food missing.
Call him a disappearer.
I've tried addressing it, but nothing has been changing, and I was pretty sure it was one of the new hires that was doing it, but had no proof. Until now. Thursday I took my noodles and my entire Tupperware was missing, which hasn't happened before. I'm pissed, but what can I do? A coworker shared her pizza with me and that was that until today. My boss confronted me and accused me of poisoning my noodles because his daughter, one of the new girls, borrowed my lunch and had to be hospitalized. Okay! Turns out she's severely allergic to nuts. Ate some and boom, anaphylaxis. She used an EpiPen, had to be hospitalized, and now her dad is trying to hold me accountable for her bills and condition, but I don't see it. Why should I pay? You should not. I don't mark my food as an allergen because I'm not allergic to it. She was just dumb enough to steal from me and eat something she can't have. Like, bestie, that is dumb. That is super dumb. What the heck? But he's being hateful, and some of my older coworkers are icing me out because I warned him I'd report any harassment to HR if he tried anything funny. Brown nosers, I guess. My friend is aware and offered me a full-time job, but I just can't help but feel it's unfair. At the same time, I could have killed his daughter though. So, am I the asshole? No! What in what world? Come on! I mean, yes, of course, you should always label the food that you bring for yourself in case anyone would steal it.
Yes, you should.
Come on. Seriously? If you steal the food, at least be smart enough to think about what it could contain. I mean, don't you have enough money to bring your own food? What's happening here? Like, she's the daughter of the boss? Like, I could assume that you could afford your own lunch. That is completely on you. Like, no. We have an edit, I see. Holy shitballs, this... I did email the HR rep and let her know of the situation. She's been on vacation and gets back tomorrow, so I don't know if she's aware of what's been going on since last week. I should note that I work weekends most week, not quite an 8 to 5 Monday to Friday job, but yeah. My coworker mostly chilled out by the end of my shift, thankfully, after I explained to the noisiest friend or person that I always bring a peanut sauce dish. I guess the general assumption was that I somehow found out who was been stealing my lunches and decided to poison them. Which, if this is not the first time that he was bringing the sauce as he was writing since he liked it so much, makes no sense. Yes, if it would been like, you know, the one story that we once read where someone did an extra hot sandwich because someone was stealing his sandwich just to get him caught, that would make sense. But he was bringing this all the time, so no, that makes no sense. What a weird assumption, honestly. I mean, his coworker should know that by now, I guess. Well, anyway, to answer a common question, this was the first time my pad thai was stolen, and no, I am not the only victim of the lunch thief. I usually take a late lunch, and I am not the only one, so I'm guessing the lady who was stealing food decided that what's left is a free for all. F her. My boss said it was an HR issue when I tried talking to him about lunch disappearing, and HR always said they'd looked into it, or further into it, and nothing ever happened. We're 100% not allowed to eat at our desk unless you have a medical reason for it, so that wasn't an option either. I don't know, at that point, like, take a lunch that you can keep in your backpack and don't have to put into the refrigerator where everyone can take it or something, but it's just childish. Like, how old are you people? Like, can you not bring your own food?
No, we can't.
I'm assuming she's fine, but I don't know the severity of her allergy or how much she ate before she had a reaction. I'm not privy to her medical information, sorry guys. Suing sounds like a great revenge, but probably not worth the cost of a lawyer. My friend let me take tonight off to just bitch about everything, and I'm probably going to take her job offer. Well, you're not the asshole, and yeah, even though it sucks, I think changing your job is probably the best here, because even if some people don't think you're the asshole here, they're not really taking your side now, and your boss is also an ass. I hope you find a resolution here. A commenter said, not the asshole. You didn't feed it to her, she stole it. Yeah, duh. No, she could have killed herself. My wife had a heavy-duty seafood allergy. She wouldn't eat anything without knowing what was in it. Well, next time, she will think twice before borrowing someone else's food. It is her responsibility. Put the fact aside that she was borrowing the lunch. I mean, borrowing in what way? Was she intending to give it back? Do you want to spit it out and give it again back? What the heck? That's so dumb. But yeah, if you have a heavy allergy, you are the one responsible to make sure everything you eat does not contain what you're allergic to. Well, let's move on to the next story. So, next story. Am I the asshole for having my wedding on brother's divorce anniversary?
Anniversary?
Ooh, okay, intriguing. I, male 28, have been engaged to my fiance, female 26, for almost a year. Family falling sick. Okay, I mean, being engaged for a year doesn't seem so long, but okay. My fiance and I decided to have our wedding on January 11th, 2022. We've already booked a venue, set the guest list, food menu, etc. My parents live hours away. Once they received the invitations, they called to confirm the date, then demanded I drop everything and come alone to talk about the issue they're having with the date. I took time off work and went to see them, and they sat me down to remind me that on the 11th of January, 2 years ago, my brother Isaac got officially separated from his ex-wife of 8 years. They went on about what a dreadful day that day is for the family and Isaac, and told me he told them he won't come to my wedding since this day happens to be his divorce anniversary, unless I change the day, since he said he's planning on getting drunk and crying his eyes out for doing what he did and caused his ex to leave him. I was flabbergasted. I couldn't tell if they were kidding, but I politely said, I'm sorry, but I'm not changing the date, period. Dad angrily said,
What's the rush?
You have a lifetime ahead of you, no harm in moving the wedding date. Think about it. Well, he did. I explained that my fiance and I paid for the venue and set everything up. We can't cancel it now. Fair. Mom firmly told me to leave my fiance out of it because she had nothing to do with the conversation we were having. Like, it's their wedding. How could she not have something to do with this conversation? You want to move up the wedding that they paid for? A wedding from both of them? Is it just me, or what is like, what? Okay. But yeah, let's leave her out, of course. I got upset and said, I'm not changing my wedding date. And Mom said that I'm clearly choosing a day-long celebration over my brother and warned me that I will have to live with the fact that I ruined my relationship with him over this. Yeah, I chose my wedding day, for which I already paid, that I'm anticipating, that is wonderful, and yes, a day long and a super important day, over the fact that my brother wants to get drunk and cry himself out over something that happened 2 years ago. How is that not acceptable? I mean, what? I'm sorry. Other way around. Why can the brother not get drunk after the wedding? I mean, nothing's stopping him, in theory. And if not, then don't come. He doesn't have to come.
No, he doesn't.
Goodness, people. Come on. Dad added, telling me to think of it this way. I'm getting married on the very same date my brother's marriage ended, and asked how I can possibly not feel guilty for having my wedding anniversary be my brother's divorce anniversary for years to come. Well, I can see how that can sting. I can see that this is kind of sad. But then again, see it the other way around. Imagine if the brother married on this day and that was their wedding anniversary. And now, for casualty, let's say the other brothers, he was still married to his ex-wife, and now perchance their divorce anniversary would be on the day of their wedding anniversary because that's the day his wife decided that I want to end it all. What then? Should they move their wedding anniversary even though they got married that day? Or should the ex-wife, move the divorce anniversary because, it would, be on the same date? Like, no. When does this dude want to move on? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it's like, what? I argued that Isaac has only himself to blame for sleeping with someone else while married. Sorry, what? Are you kidding me? Oh, come on. At least I get now they're getting drunk and crying the whole day long, but... And my ex-sister-in-law was right to decide she was having none of it. My parents justified it as he was drunk. But the outcome is the same. It is, yeah. Before I left, they said if Isaac isn't coming, then they too won't come to the wedding. Which devastated me because I want my family with me to share my joy. Because this is a big deal for me. And I wasn't sure if my parents have a point, seeing more and more family are saying they won't attend if I still have my wedding on the January 11th. So, am I the asshole? Well, in my opinion, no. No, you're not. And it sucks that your whole family now doesn't want to attend because of that. But it's just... I mean, I get it if it would be on a date that someone died. Let's say a child or a family member, like... If it would be something sad in a way, I can see that. But it's just, if they want to marry, then they want to get married. And this, as I understood it too, was that they already moved their wedding, I think, right? I think they were planning to get married earlier, but then the family fell sick, so they already did move the date. And it's just... Oh my goodness, finding a wedding venue and booking a date is actually stressful and hard. So, I mean, it's not as easy as, oh, of course, let's move it, or, oh, we already paid it. Like, come on, no. And the good thing is the overall vote was also not the asshole. So I'm not the only one in this. So top comment was, not the asshole. And I'm confused. Me too, by the way. I'm currently going through a divorce, and I already have at least 3 anniversaries. The day she told me she definitely wasn't coming back, and the day the decree nisi was granted. And there will be another when the decree absolute comes through. Then of course there's her wedding anniversary, the anniversary that we met, and her birthday. So many dates that people can't steal for happier reasons. Clearly, I've been doing it wrong because I have completely failed to demand that my entire family arranges their life around these poignant but ultimately meaningless dates. I hadn't realized that I was supposed to spend the rest of my life mourning a marriage that is over and refusing to enjoy anything else. Yes. First of all, move on, and the family should support the brother in moving on instead of enabling his behavior and the sadness. And yeah, and then the other part, like, okay, and then they would have moved it on, but then he would find an other reason why this is not happy enough. I mean, out of this same reasoning, honestly, the brother isn't even, OP shouldn't even be allowed to marry because his brother got divorced. What a shame. Like, how can you even think of doing something so happy if I'm in heartbreak and mourning here because of a lost marriage? I mean, come on. Next comment. Not the asshole. Your parents sound like awful people. Prioritizing your brother's bad decisions over your most important day. Yeah. If anything, that should be a day they want to forget and should be glad to have a happier anniversary to replace it. Also, who the hell celebrates their divorce anniversary? Thank you. I was asking myself that. Is that a thing? Like, does anyone do that?
Hell no!
That's seriously fucked up. Oh, boo-hoo. I'm garbage person who cheated on my wife and she left me. Let me ruin this day for everyone else for the rest of my life because of my bad decisions. Oh my god. Pathetic. For real. It's exactly this. At least that's how I imagine him. Plus the drinking part. Someone else wrote, not the asshole. If they care more about one son's divorce anniversary over their other son's wedding, they've shown their loyalties. Of course your fiancé has a say in this wedding date. Thank you! No one has mentioned this on this far. She's one of the two people on the altar saying I do and paying for the whole shebang. I love the word shebang. If your parents choose this hill to die on, downplaying the importance of your fiancé in wedding arrangements, if they choose to not be involved, there may be other things they lose out on. Yeah. So actually, it's not just the brother, the one that got divorced, that is super weird here. It's also it's especially the family, let's be honest. What is wrong with the family? Like, why are they prioritizing one brother so much and leaving out the fiance? Are they even taking this wedding in any way serious? Because I don't think they do that. I think they're not really realizing that they're getting married, because it sounds like it. So what a weird family. Like, oh my goodness. But that was it for today. Tune in next time for more crazy Reddit stories.